So what's up YouTube? Today what I wanted to do is actually go through how you can improve the strike on your golf ball while you're at home self-isolating. So let's go through how we can improve the strike. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is actually keeping that left arm that little bit straighter. So when we get up to the top of our swing, what I want to see is that our left arm is nice and straight. So I don't want to see it bending. So people tend to bend their left arm a little bit just because they either have tight lats back here or they're not sequencing their takeaway and correctly up to the top. So they're not actually setting that club at all to allow them to keep that left arm straight. What they tend to do is keep everything straight there and then they bend it to get to the top. So if I was over this side, they'd almost bring that club back very straight. There'd be little wrist hinge. They get to this position here and to allow themselves to get to the top, they'd bend the left arm. So bending your left arm isn't going to help your strike at all. So what I want us to try and do is actually keep that left arm a lot straighter. So how can we do that then? Well, what I want us to do is to actually flip the club upside down. So we're going to hold it at the bottom end. So we're going to hold it this side. From this position here, what I want us to try and do is actually get the butt end of the club, so the grip end, trying to go into the air a little bit earlier. So early set. So we're really practicing taking that club away, setting that club early. So we're setting it, then turning to the top. So all we're going to do is just set it nice and early. So notice how the butt end of the club is pointing right up towards the sky. All we're going to do is go from here up to the sky, then turn. So notice how my left arm is nice and straight from this position. It's not going early set, bend. It's going early set from there, nice solid turn. Notice how that left arm stays a lot straighter. So just practice, or if you want to, just hold onto the club as normal and just take some shorter swings, but get used to setting that club a little bit early, but keeping that left arm straight. So if you practice that, then you will definitely improve your strike. So another thing I want to talk about in terms of strike is people tend to hit the ball behind the ball, so they don't take much of a divot. So what I wanted to do today was actually go through how you can improve your strike through actually taking the ball first, then the ground afterwards. So how can we get that really nice solid contact on the ball while we're outside in the garden? The weather's not too bad at the moment. I think it is getting a little bit colder, but it's meant to pick up again. So hopefully everybody's staying safe anyway. If you're not, then make sure you're self-isolating and not going out in public, because we don't want to pass that on to anybody. Right, so I've got my box of plastic balls, so loads of plastic balls in the box down here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up my plastic ball roughly about a hand's width in front of the tee peg. And what we're looking at trying to do is miss the tee peg and actually contact the ball. So it's going to really make sure that you're striking that ball first and not releasing the club early and catching the ground before the ball. So let's just show you the drill when it's set up now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to play a few shots where we actually try and just contact the ball without hitting that tee peg. So just going to pop my hand down there, pop my ball slightly in front of it, and from this position all I want us to try and get used to doing is missing the tee peg slightly behind the ball, brushing that ground still, so we're hitting that shot, we're there, brush the ground, but notice that the tee peg's still there on the floor. It's really important that we get used to this because it's just going to help you strike that ball even better when you come to hitting your shots. So that is tip number 2. The final tip that I want to give you is actually gripping down the club right the way down. So let's hold it really far down the shaft. So we've only got roughly that much distance between my hands and the actual club head. From here, what I want us to do is to try and make a slow backswing up to the top. Try and make sure that the top end of your club is matching your palm position. So it's not super closed and hooded, it's not super open here. Just keep it nice and short. We'll be in much more control of the actual club head because it's nice and short. From here, what I want us to actually try and do is start to rotate our body a little bit into the impact area. So rather than just releasing it early and letting the end of the club hit you in the side, I want us to try and get to the top here, start to rotate and turn that body so that we get into that perfect impact position. So we're really going to be compressing that ball on the way down rather than bottoming it out, releasing the hands early. We're just going to get to here. From here, start to work forwards and to the left hand side. Try and keep that face nice and square if we can. I don't want to see that you're coming down and just leaving that face completely open, otherwise you're going to get a lot of shanks and a lot of slice shots. So keep it nice and square on the way down. So nice and controlled, square, starting to rotate that body. Notice how my body's slightly in front of that ball. We're really going to get that compression on the golf ball. So if you can do all of those drills that I'll give you today, so the turning the club upside down, the left arm nice and straight drill. So if you can do that one, if you can do the next one with the T-peg and the golf ball, and if you can do that one there, holding the club the other way, or nice and low down the shaft, from there, rotating through, those 3 drills are really going to help you to improve your golf game. If it does, guys, please, please, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel, let your friends know as well. Again, as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway for a brand new Spider S, Spider X putter. All you have to do is comment on one of the videos. So nice and simple, nice and easy to do. So guys, make sure to stay safe. Like I said earlier, if you want, then get in that house. Don't pass it on to anybody else, because I want to get back out on that golf course. I'm sure you all do. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you all again next week.